And welcome to the Ales and Fails Twitch stream. Apologies for the lateness today. Had a bit of some technical issues, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. My name is Aelwolf, your host for this afternoon show. I drink and I fail. Today we're trying out something completely new. Super Metroid, which is a beloved game from the 16-bit era. One of the classics from the Metroid series. I've never actually played it myself. The only game I've actually played on the Metroid line to completion is Metroid Fusion, which I enjoyed quite a bit. Beyond that, I played Metroid Prime Hunters, which was an okay experience. Certainly a very nice demo for the Nintendo DS back in the day. If any of you were alive at that point. And the reason why I decided to play this was actually because I was watching another Twitch streamer stream one of the classic Castlevanias, and I thought, hey, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should play the classic Castlevanias, specifically the ones on Game Boy Advance. But then I thought, something I've never played is the original Super Metroid. And of course, we all know the Metroid Castlevania Link. So that's how that decision came about. Before we go any further, though, let's go ahead and see what's on tap today. And avid viewers of the stream will remember this one. This is a Weihenstephaner Vitus from the Weihenstephaner brewery all the way in Germany. This is a spiced wheat ale. Let me go ahead and open it for it. Certainly one of my favorites. If you check my Untapped, you'll probably see that this is one of the beers that I've had the most in my lifetime since I started drinking beers. It's always a very solid drink. It's got some extra spices that actually give it a slightly more robust character to other wheat beers from Germany. But that's just my take on it. Let's see what Untapped has to say on the matter. Let's see. Vitus. Our light-colored, spicy single bock, Vitus, is saturated with fine yeast and a creamy foam. It is a specialty with a round character based on the extra long storage time. The fruity smell of dried apricots, aromas of citrus, cloves, and hints of banana. Full-bodied and sparkling with an effervescent mouthfeel. Thus, the Vitus does not taste like a typical bock beer, but feels more like a noble, fruity wheat beer, which is actually what I was. Excuse me. Which is actually what I was sensing. Perfect. Wow. That never goes away. Perfect with red meat, strong cheese, and also able to guide desserts, brewed according to our centuries-old brewing tradition on the Weihenstephaner Hill. So yeah, it's got a golden color. Some of that had already left. In terms of aroma, yes, I would agree very much with the almost banana bread type aroma. Very light citrus. I think that I generally associate citrus taste with wheat beers from Belgium. But definitely some cloves there. Let's give it a go. So Fang and Ale Wolfkin. So quite robust. It's got a very nice finish, and I guess in that finish you do include some of that citrus flavor. So if you're ever at a German pub, German den, certainly grab one of these. You won't be disappointed. Okay, with that, let's move on to the main event here. And that's ominous. Like I said, the first playthrough through the Super Metroid game. It's been recommended to me quite a number of times. The jewel of the franchise, really. We'll see if they were right. Just as that theme reminds me a bit of the Alien movies. So what you can see here is that I've never actually started any of these. So like I said, this is very much a complete blind play. I don't even have a guide in front of me, so. Special setting mode, what is this? Icon cancel. What is... I'm gonna say manual. Moonwalk. Shot hold plus up or down. Off. Well, look into what that is later, I think.
The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy is at peace.
I wonder if that's a bit... let me see if I can actually increase the level here. No, I think that's fine. I first battled the Metroids on planet Zebes. It was there that I foiled the plans of the space pirate leader Mother Brain to use the creatures to attack galactic civilization. And I believe this is a scene from Metroid 1, or just Metroid back in the Nintendo era. And next fought the Metroids on their homeworld, SR-388. I completely eradicated them, except for a larva, which after hatching followed me like a confused child. I knew a thing or two about being followed by a confused child. My assumption is that this is from the Game Boy game Metroid 2 Return of Samus, which was recently remastered as Samus Returns for the Switch. Maybe I should play that as well. Personally delivered it to the Galactic Research Station at Ceres so scientists could study its energy producing qualities. Oh, here you go. Good to know that scientists still always wear the lab coats no matter where they go. The scientists' findings were astounding. They discovered that the powers of the Metroid might be harnessed for the good of civilization. Satisfied that all was well, I left the station to seek a new bounty to hunt. But I had hardly gone beyond the asteroid belt when I picked up a distress signal. Ceres Station was under attack. And again, just drawing back from my memories of my Metroid Fusion, probably over a decade ago at this point, but that game also takes place in a space station. Gigantic space station, of course. Comparable in size to Dracula's castle, even. Let's see, what are my controls here? And so, one of the things that always happens in this type of game is just the fact that somehow they find a way to take away your powers. Okay, so I got my jump. Got my gun. Blaster. Doesn't seem like I have that many abilities. Kind of a floaty jump. It's really better than a short jump. That map totally reminds me of one of the Castlevanias that I played. What is that? Clothes? Muck, some sort. Anything else here to explore? I definitely like the mood that the game is setting, just very ambient sounds mostly, and darkness. Whoa, hey. Is that supposed to be Ridley? I'm assuming that's supposed to be Ridley. And I'm getting whipped like a chump here. Might as well just use the control stick. I don't know that I really trust the control pad on the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. I wonder if they release a Nintendo Switch Pro, if the controller itself would be called a Pro controller. And what am I missing here? I wonder if this is a fight I'm supposed to lose. Probably not. Wow. Okay. Ah, but he took my Metroid. Oh, okay. Far from your standard initial game sequence where they are letting you just walk through it. I'm sure there's a chance to lose. And that's some nice Mode 7 graphics here. Mode 7 effects, I don't know what you would call it. But I am certainly getting bumped off everywhere. Okay, let's get out of here. Game over, I guess. And if you are just joining us, here we are enjoying a nice, fresh Weihenstephaner Vitus. It looks like our energy has been replenished. So not bad. What happens if I just go back in? Like a warp pipe? Oh, I guess this is the saving feature. I wonder if that means that I have to come back here every time I need to save. But before I take the door, what's over there? Well, it's blocked off here, but there might be a chance to get through later. This particular texture looks like it's actually a tunnel of some sort. What about here? Can I climb on, latch onto a ledge? This is no Ninja Gaiden. And actually, let me know if I should play some of the original Nintendo Ninja Gaiden, because I've actually been interested in doing that for a while. It would probably take a lot of save states, but so be it. course, I don't have a turn into a ball ability. Same material as last time. The plot thickens. I'm going to assume that it is unlikely I can go there. Who would put a door hiding behind a tiny ledge like that? That one is fine. Let's take the side door first. And of course, that's a non-starter. Only ways down. Okay. Was that supposed to be anything? No, it was just a bug. A space bug. And some of these do look breakable, but I'm assuming that most of this is going to be blocked off until later. That took a while. This fog effect is a little disorienting. So I can certainly go back, of course. At least the game is kind enough to give me a single route at the beginning. This must be some sort of elevator. Okay, well that seems fine. Okay. What's my prize? What did I win? The morphing ball. Oh, hey. I'm assuming that's not good. I guess that does nothing. What is the purpose of this? Of course, the only way to go out was to use our new ability. And now that I think about it, should I just go back and try some of those locations that required you to shrink down? I feel like I should. I wonder if the game actually wants me to backtrack that much. I guess not. I can't even go back. Just a second here. Okay, just a bit of housekeeping. I think we're gonna move forward then. That is good, Vitus. Can't get enough of these ambient sounds. I actually want to put up the volume on my speakers. So can't enter the red doors, of course. I thought I was supposed to get some sort of a bomb ability with the morphine ball, but maybe that comes in later. Some new ability, right? Hold the X button, select missiles and press the X button. How do I select? Oh, I see. And I'm going to assume that it's the red doors that require the missiles. Is that not the case? It took 5 missiles. What if I had wasted one of them? Ridiculous. Oh hey, am I being scanned? Scanned like a transformer. Scanned as soon as I get to a new planet. What? I wonder if it's telling me to use the missile. No, it doesn't seem like it. Well, at least I no longer have to attack that door. Oh, geez, I should have deselected the missiles. Very smart. I wonder if I can get them back. No, of course not. Wonder if I just soft locked myself. There's gotta be a slightly but easier way to activate this morph ball. Not as reliable as I would like it to be when I use the control stick. Oh, come on, just an extra missile. And it looks like I can just fire continuously if I just hold it. Which fine, it's fine. And of course that's the elevator. That's where we got the morphine ball with that. I would really like for somebody to tell me what that is or what that does. So back up the elevator. And have doors lit up again. What exactly does the pause show us? Crateria. Somebody was being very creative with that particular name. And actually the sound that I'm hearing reminds me of the sound of the old Screw Attack videos, if anyone remembers those. So I guess now I know where it comes from. Morphing ball. Alright. A fairly simple heads-up display. Oh, jeez. This is the first time we encounter anything other than Ridley. And it seems like these guys give us missiles, which is good. It'd be smarter than that. At least we're at 69. And this is a half red. No, it was just a blue. I guess we gotta go all the way back up. Already got 10 missiles. And every time I think of missiles in a video game, what I actually think about is Sector Z in Star Fox 64, where the missiles were targeting the Great Fox, and we couldn't simply just fly away. Wow. My platforming skills are butt. Samus's jump though is a little floatier than I am used to, so maybe that's part of it. The vertical jump seems a little easier than the horizontal one. It also doesn't help that this is first beer of the week. Any social drinkers out there know what the deal is with a first drink. And for anyone just joining us, we are currently enjoying a Weihenstephaner Vitus, which is a delicious Weizenbock from the Weihenstephaner brewery in Germany. Let me know what you're drinking in the chat. Sure, a lot of these creatures here. Ah, I didn't see that foolish platform. Foolish platform, that doesn't make any sense. Alright, so we're going back up. And some more enemies. Where were these guys this entire time that I was exploring this place? What does the map show us? Still in Crateria. I think maybe one of the fun aspects of the Metroid game is just the fact that the locations do have an interesting mix of just like jungle, outdoors, feral type of setting, as well as a technological one, all fused into one. That took way too many missiles. What is that? Oh, excellent. Did I just kill my missiles? Maybe I did. The plot thickens. What is this place? What is this supposed to be? I wonder what happens if I throw a missile at it. That was a waste. Oh, I see. It actually shows you the rest of the map. Kind of like an upload. And clearly, I have lots to go. Brinstar. So I thought Brinstar, my only knowledge of Brinstar is from the Super Smash Brothers games. You could have told me it was a different planet, but maybe it's part of Criteria? I'm not quite sure. Whatever the case, we'll explore all of it. So just downloaded everything. I guess I just needed to put my wrist into the machine. Who knew that Samus's gun was the USB port? A USB port all along. Give me missiles, you fiend. In terms of how much this reminds me of Metroid Fusion, based on very vague memories, of course, I want to say that very similar. I feel like there was a little more tightness with Fusion, though. But again, it's been over a decade, honestly. Okay, so I can't actually do this until I learn to. What if I do that? No, of course not. That would be too simple. I'm here. Yeah, let's go check it out. It looks like a save room. I wonder if that replenishes any of my stuff. I would like to. Okay. And I think these are platform monsters. At least I've seen people play this game and use these things as platforms. But I guess I won't try it until I actually need to do that. Or until I agree to do that. Wow, okay. I see what your game is. That diagonal shot is quite useful. So what happens if I go here? Now that I think about it, it's fortunate, it's a godsend that I was given a map, because by this point I would have already gotten lost and I would probably be hitting a lot of different, a lot of the same locations without not actually knowing where I'm going. it's a good thing that we do have that map application. Also, thank goodness for no random monster respawns. Okay, so we use our missile here. Oh, okay. There's that theme again. Bombs. Lamp oil. Alright, so now we've got bombs. And of course they give you, what? What is this guy? How do you even avoid it? It's way too tall. Missiles? Just giving me sonic booms here, buddy. And I guess I ran out of missiles. Ah, why did I jump into that? Oh, hey. I thought he was done. I gotta tell you, this floaty jump is not my friend. And this is what, the second boss in this game, so you can probably already tell that this is gonna be a fun one. Maybe no Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest, but it'll certainly be an interesting challenge. Where are those young manned trigger fingers? You know, I don't actually know why I'm trying to kill this thing, but if anything, it'll be good practice for me. Okay, let's see. And again, this thing actually does hit me when I touch it, so I think maybe I'm supposed to get the ice beam before I use these things as platforms. Maybe. Like Kevin Costner once said in Superman or Man of Steel. Maybe. Oh, and they actually come back. That's a fun one. Is there any place that we need to go back to with... Well, we were just there. Let's go to that location. Can I actually outrun these? That was dumb. Do I still get an energy recharge every time I save? No, it doesn't seem like it. That's fine. But what I was actually looking for was the room below this one. It doesn't pay to fall down blindly. This is what I was looking for. Why would anyone put a door behind this? Missiles? I can only assume that this increases my missile capacity. Oh, hey, what the... That was interesting. Okay. Bottoms up. Vitus, always a solid one to start out with. But actually, I was meaning to go back. What do M's mean? I'm guessing map. That's actually a sure bet. Map. Alright, let's make our way back up. These grass textures just tend to remind me of a Booger Man, if anyone's played that. Or maybe even that Zombies Ate My Neighbors game. I really just walked into that one. Okay, and this is back outside. And go back into my ship. Hopefully this recharges me. And excellent. Let's go to the next area. Does this get... Yeah, actually this is bombs. Which means that there's a lot of places that I could have placed bombs that I didn't. Oh, come on, just jump there, you. Some of these are blind jumps, it seems. Made it. I wonder if at some point I can just fly around. That doesn't sound very Metroid-like, so I doubt it. What is that white dot there? Oh, I guess that's just a ship. And that's a green mark, which I'm guessing means that I can't go there yet until I have green missiles. And actually, let's go ahead and take a quick break here. We will be right back. Okay, and we are back. And for our second round, we decided to go with a North Coast Foggy Day IPA. Now, I know obviously hazy IPAs are actually all the rage out there these days, and so another hazy IPA doesn't necessarily mean anything to anyone, but North Coast does make some of my favorite beers, including both Prankster and La Merle, which I believe are a Saison and a Belgian style ale, respectively. So I do trust in what they make. Foggy Day is, of course, a hazy IPA. A hazy IPA being an IPA that has none of the bitterness of your conventional IPAs. It's actually a little fruitier, sometimes tropical. It highlights the aroma and flavor of the hops without diving into bitterness. And I've had this one before, so hopefully catch some of those streams. Fang a nail, dear viewer. Rich tropical flavor, medium bodied. Some spices there at the end, I can't. Definitely recommend some candy taste there as well. But let's go back to our game. Okay, so we've got the morph ball, we've got the bombs. Let's see what else we can explore here. I don't want to get ahead of the screen. Run into an enemy. What are these things? Corals. Mushrooms even. Well, they are platforms. Is that some sort of a waterfall behind me? I'm not sure. Fools rush in where angels dare not tread. What is that clam thing? It's like that Nautilus Pokemon. Ah, and these guys do reappear. An energy tank. I'm assuming that this increases my maximum energy. So there's a pink dot above my energy bar. So very likely. Oh, these guys block. Maybe they just eat missiles and like that they covered regardless of the fact that they won't actually be able to take the hit. Let's go to the blue door before we move on to the pink one. Doesn't seem like this thing will die from our generic shots. What is this? Well, whatever it was, it is gone. Oh, and another elevator, I guess. Quite the long elevator. And while that sequence was going, I was actually looking what Untapped has to say on Foggy Day, so might as well just take a break and read it. So Foggy Day IPA is a North Coast Brewing interpretation of an increasingly popular substyle of IPA. I don't know if at this point it's a substyle, to be perfectly honest with you. I think it's taking over. These beers are unfiltered and utilize heavy doses of citrus-forward hops. High-protein cereals in the baristas, such as oats and raw wheat, create haziness in the beer and add silky texture to the mouthfeel. To release even more flavor from this hazy IPA, turn the bottle upside down and gently agitate to put the yeast back into suspension before opening. Now you know it's a fancy beer when they include pre-serving instructions. Alright, with that, let's go back to where we were. So it seemed like the theme changes is a new area. We are in Brinstar, I guess. I feel like the music has become a little more Mega Man-ish. Now here's wondering if I should go back up and go through that pink door actually. This could be a total waste of time, but you're here watching a first playthrough of Super Metroid. You knew you were going to waste your time. Where was that door? It was probably at the other side of there. Okay. To fight those clam enemies again. Okay, so this is what we missed. Deactivate my missiles just in case. I guess these meant nothing. What? So that's Ridley. I think that's Kraid, if I know my Metroid lore. I don't know who that is, but it looks like Nagasatuba from Ninja Gaiden 2. And then there's a fourth thing here, which looks like a larva baby of some sort. The four emperors, I'm assuming. Okay, let's just go back. Well, certainly not worth my time, but it was an interesting to see the homage to what I'm assuming will be bosses that I will be fighting later on. All of the energy and all the missiles. Okay, so let's proceed with Brinstar. with some of that techno music. Anyone remember the Techno Viking? That was fun. Before we go through either of the pink doors, let's go ahead and go down. And I guess I need to download a map here, which means that this place is different than Crateria. 4 pink doors, 1 for each turtle. Let's go see what's behind each of these. Not a good use of my energy. I feel like there should be a passage there. Surprising that that was hidden. Okay, so this is where we download the map. Nice. What do we download from this side? I guess it's just the same thing. Good thing we decided to investigate. I almost got hit there. But now it's blocked off. Weird. I'm gonna say that maybe I missed something there. Really, all we want is to go back, find the place that we call home. Or maybe it was the sort of door that means all monsters cleared before we actually move on. Oh, and a Super Mario pipe. Ah, that was dumb. Looks like they keep spawning. More missiles. Wait, what happens if I actually... No, I guess I can't actually go through it. What is this? This just reminds me of the bombs in Super Mario Brothers 2. So I guess in order to go back, I need to go through this. Maybe so. Okay, that was annoying. So I have to skip anything that might lead me to fall down again. What? Come on. Nothing? Nothing really? It's impossible not to get hit when you were there. What? Okay, maybe I can get some energy back by doing this. What is this thing? Okay, so whatever this location is, I actually can't move forward. I must be missing some sort of piece of equipment. That was obnoxious. But at least I've got chicken. Okay, what is this? So this is, I'm guessing, just a save point. Game has been saved. Ah, flashing lights. Oh man, my missiles. That wasn't smart. It's like completely gone. I guess so. And what is this? Some sort of missile upgrade? Okay, so this thing just gives you all the missiles you have. Now, I don't know how universal Samus's suit is, but it is kind of interesting that there's refill stations for her particular weaponry just around the planet. / space colony, I guess. Maybe I need to keep those guys alive, and maybe that's what makes things dark. Too smart for my own good. And I think there's 2 more doors. Maybe just the one. always remember to put away that missile. These things are hyper fast. I mean, they don't hit for very much, but still. And this looks like some sort of a cherry blossom location. Kind of an interesting setting. Very reflexive. I would probably be a little more about taking in the location if it wasn't for the dance music. I wonder if the game at this point just assumes you're going to test for false walls, a la the first few Legend of Zeldas. Those guys seem mean. Not only do they dive bomb, but there's also shrapnel from whenever they dive. And we've got one of these endless warp pipes. And very close to meeting that first game over screen. Nice. Cheated the system. Of course. Looks like a save point. Sure would be nice if the save points actually recharged you. And there goes my mouse. Not that I actually needed it, of course. Just living that goggle life. Those guys sure move hyper fast. A new type of enemy looks like a Ridley. What the? Okay, back in action. Trying to pace myself just to make sure I don't jump into some enemy. Interesting. I guess that means nothing. What is this? Pollen? Oh, okay. This is a boss. That's not smart. This reminds me of that enemy in yeah, let's give it one more shot. Clearly I just needed some of that tackling feel. Sure, will be a small retry though. Can I actually choose where I land? Did I just get to rematerialize? What is the lore of the game? Is this a new body with my same mind like in Borderlands? I can never say that the name of that game properly. Borderlands 20. Maybe I can replenish my health here. Maybe not. And so I guess this literally put me right to the point where I actually saved my game, which is why I'm in such a deplorable state. Oh, come on, guys. That's obnoxious. Okay, these guys are needlessly smart. Seriously. And for anyone just tuning in, we are drinking a Foggy Day from North Coast Brewing. I honestly don't think that it's worthwhile for us to go to the boss room without having full health. It'd just be a waste of everyone's time. Nothing on this wall. Let's see if we can find more energy before we go there. There's a save point there. These things are so hyper. Okay, some bolts here. Almost at the end of this hallway. I think this is where we came from. Let's see if we can actually go down. There's these chumps again. I can't. Is there even a point? All right, clearly it seems like we're gonna have to get good on this. But I think that's gonna be it for today. Let's go back to chat mode. So that was our first go through Super Metroid. We'll be back to this game in about 2 weeks. As you can imagine, we are doing 2 different games for the retro block. Retro block being the block that happens every Thursday. So we're bouncing between Super Metroid at this point and Banjo-Kazooie. So another rare game. So next week we'll be back to Donkey. Once again, Banjo-Kazooie. And I think we are a little farther in that game. But after that we'll go back to Super Metroid. Maybe we'll have a little bit more luck. maybe we won't be as zoned out from first beer of the week, but that's gonna be a difficult one considering that Thursdays is first beer day. All that being said, thank you very much for joining us today. Let me know your thoughts on Super Metroid in the comments. Always happy to hear what people have to say about their memories on such a classic game. But yeah, I wish you a amazing rest of your Thursday. Stay thirsty, Wolfkin. We'll see you again.